Alright, motherfuckers, it is time for your Raw review. A fucking snowy ass day once again here in New York. For people who are not aware, it went below zero or close to it, 4 degrees. It was, I look at my phone, it's 4 fucking degrees. What kind of fucking nonsense was this? Fucking terrible, miserable ass weather. I love New York, the Big Apple, the big fucking piece of shit. People love snow. They love the rain. Something, I think they would love it if a fork was shoved up their fucking ass. Half these fucking people. I have to hold the phone, my fucking phone at a different angle because there's so much fucking glare because it finally stopped snowing and it's not as cold now, but it's kind of sunny, so, the sun is giving off a lot of warmth. Sunny rays and shit, so bear with the glare, motherfuckers. And as it pertains to Raw, it was an okay show, not a terrible show. I will say this, they did manage to promote Fastlane, put a bit of intrigue into it. Not much, but some. And it was a better built pay-per-view than, I have to say, the Royal Rumble. And that's pretty fucking sad that Fastlane is more exciting than the Rumble. You could argue that we're getting closer to the Rumble, to WrestleMania, so it's more exciting, but not really, not in recent years. And plus, the Rumble should be a superior show because it is the biggest, the third biggest show of the year. I don't fucking know. It's part of the Big Four. So needless to say, the fucking show should be, better. But Rumble sucked, and I truly feel that Fastlane's going to be a better show. I don't know why the fuck that is, but I just got a strong feeling it's going to end up being a superior show. I had a lot of complaints about this show, though, but it was okay for the most part, somewhat enjoyable. Of course, we will state those displeasures in a moment. We start off with some Super Cena. You had John Cena getting retinal scarring, what was it, last week or 2 weeks ago, from Rusev throwing him into the LED board. Fucking LED board. Back in the day, here we go once again, Attitude Era references, and even just any fucking, WWE shows back then or eras, you could physically see when a guy was fucking injured. You could, they didn't have to make up fucking lame shit like retinal scarring. The guys were bleeding. You could clearly fucking see it. Cena wasn't even fucking holding his eye, that fucking goofball motherfucker. So what the fuck is retinal scarring? I did not see that shit at all. And, okay, you could say that Rusev looked strong the past couple of weeks, but why does it always have to be so even Stevens all the time with all the booking? And it ain't just with Cena, motherfuckers. It's with everybody under the fucking WWE sun. Sun. It's everybody has got to be booked like this. You win one week, you lose the next week. Look at the predictability of that. Back in the day, you didn't know who was going to win. You didn't know who was going to lose. You didn't know what the fuck was going to happen. Got a little bit of, I had a Pop-Tart before. I think it's a little fucking piece of chocolate right there. Right there on my lips, motherfucker. Anyway, it was kind of displeasing. The way how Cena stood over Rusev all dominant. Like, get the fuck out of here. And the same tired speech from Lana, it just felt so cliche. Deja vu. Cena, you usually come back from the beatings, but I promise you're not going to come back. How many fucking times have we heard that one? I think, since he fought Umaga and shit like that, every time he goes against, one of these monster characters, they always had the same fucking speech. You're not gonna come back more recently, that's what the shit they were saying about Brock Lesnar. And Guess what? He fucking came back from that one like fucking 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fucking times. So I think he'll be coming back after this one. Then it was Ambrose defeating Luke Harper. Before that, they had this, like, it was supposed to be like a knock on the Daily Show. And they kept making Daily Show references throughout the night. You know, I see that WWE is trying to be a little bit, like, more pop culture referencey. You know, like, more, with the times, as opposed to looking like they belong in 1933. These motherfuckers, like, kept on making references to the Daily Show. Yes, we know Jon Stewart, surprised us all that he was just leaving the Daily Show. Okay, well, we don't have to keep repeating this. And the skit where Dean Ambrose was supposed to, like, be doing the Daily Show, they were so obvious about it. This is our version of the Daily Show. Like, back in the day, they didn't need to fucking point it out. Like, oh, this is what we're doing here. That takes away from it. That takes away from the humor factor. And there wasn't even anything funny about it. He was just sitting behind a desk with a fucking contract. And that ain't Dean Ambrose's fault. It's the fucking writer's fault. For God fucking sakes. Why not write a funny skit that did have to, like, it could have been, like, sort of like a little parody of the Daily Show. Why did it have to be like some lame fucking cheap ass skit that was barely even a skit? He was just like, oh, this is my show and here's the fucking clipboard. And what kind of fucking skit is that? Back in the day, they used to have silly skits and maybe some of them used to be stupid, but some of them were kind of funny. And some of them, if you go back far enough, were actually pretty fucking genius. Attitude Era, shit like that. Or like when they did Shawn Michaels and Hulk Hogan, 2005, a terrible year for WWE. But they had that great Larry the King segment, which was kind of stupid, but it was fucking hilarious. Couldn't do something funny like that? Think about how funny it would have been if, like, Bad News Barrett had Ambrose, like, on some fucking talk show or some shit like that. They could have did so many better things with this. They could have made it funny. What happened to the BNZ? Maybe, Dean Ambrose could have, like, been on that show. Or, or Barrett could have made, like, some type of TMZ type report. But they come up with a thing like BNZ, and they're not even doing anything with it. I mean, like, what the fuck? They come up with shit that, that's potential, but they never realize that potential at all. So I really fucking fail to see what the fuck they're really trying to do here. They trying to be funny, or they're just not even trying? I mean, why would they want to be lame on purpose? But sometimes it just seems that way. So fucking out of touch. The match with Ambrose and Harper was decent. I enjoyed it. Good back and forth match. But again, Harper losing clean. Like, what is this? Harper is one of the most talented big men in years. The guy is so nimble. Has a huge fucking moveset. He's the size that WWE wants him to be. But for some fucking reason, they can't seem to fucking do anything with him. What the fuck is their problem? When they finally have, the guy's not big enough, okay, I get that, but this guy's fucking huge. He's like 6'8", 6'9", alright? That's not fucking tall enough. What does he have to be so fucking tall that his head's popping through the fucking roof? I mean, what the fuck does it take to get over in this company? Why does every match have the Big Show and Kane in it? Like, what would be the difference between Kane and Luke Harper? Other than Kane is a lot more famous, popular, more fucking fans, but not really anymore. Why the fuck can't someone like Luke Harper manage to find a niche? I mean, the fans do like him. I remember when they were doing the voting shit. People wanted Luke Harper to face Cena. They wanted Harper to be the one to kick Cena's ass. So people do like Harper. He does have fans, and I'm one of them. I like him. I think he's a good worker. I think that he shows a lot of personality. He does the weird shit nice. And he doesn't move and he does shit like that. It's good. So what's the fucking problem here? It's the booking. That's the fucking problem. Once again, it comes down to the booking. Then it was Dusty Rhodes backstage telling Goldust and Stardust that, they're brothers and they should work together. And in a minute here, gotta have some of this here monster. Anyway, Dusty Rhodes, if you will, trying to motivate these guys to work together. And then they have a shitty-ass match with fucking New Day. Like, look at this shit. Dusty Rhodes is there. This fucking segment should be legendary. It should be memorable. Dusty Rhodes, if you will. The fucking 72-time NWA champion. Or whatever the fuck he is. Coming there to motivate these guys. Okay, well, this is about fucking 3 years late. They should have did this shit in 2013 when they were in the Rumble together. They should have did this shit a long fucking time ago. It was the match that Goldust wanted to do more than anything to face his brother at Mania, and it looks like that might fucking happen. But anyway, they've just been building this shit up for too long, and now it's just being thrown out there. It would have been so much better if this was at last year's Mania, when these guys were doing fucking nothing, just dicking around in a fucking pointless pre-show match. But at least we're getting to see it, but why did we have to sit through... I think that probably the Stardust character had to be one of the worst fucking debacles of all time, and people were actually loving it. Oh, I love this. It's giving Cody character. Fuck character. Fuck that shit. All the other gimmicks that Cody Rhodes had were fucking 10 times better. Even when he was doing the disfigured gimmick. That was fucking 100 times better than fucking Stardust. Him hissing like a cat. The thing was, you could argue that it was just too much having both of them painted up and fucking Cody Rhodes making cat sounds. Okay, so maybe Goldust's appearance is ridiculous, but he makes it work. It's just, it's not the same. You just can't throw face paint on fucking anybody and just expect it to work. And trust me, it didn't fucking work. This gimmick has been fucking shit. Why was it that, and it's almost like they're fucking wrestling bad on purpose or something like that. Why was it when Goldust and Cody were both faces and they had the tag titles, they were having these amazing matches? I remember Survivor Series in 2013, piece of fucking shit show. But their match was the best one on the card because where's Goldust doing Hurricanranas? How come I don't see that shit anymore? Where the fuck is that? What happened to that? What happened to Goldust doing the fucking Canadian Destroyer and shit like that? Where the fuck is that Goldust? How come as soon as fucking Stardust fucking rears his ugly fucking head, all their fucking tag skills go down the fucking toilet? And then after the match, after they get beat by fucking piece of shit New Day, Stardust turns on Goldust, hits the crossroads, and, I don't feel excited. This is what we've all been waiting for. Finally, Cody Rhodes and Goldust, their big match, and I'm not excited because, why? Because they fucked up. They made these guys, even though they were like tag champs like a couple of months ago, they made these guys like into fucking idiots and just like looking completely fucking worthless. They just didn't, they didn't click. The gimmick was not fucking clicking. Nothing was working with it. And the fucking shit just fucking sucked. So, after fucking months and months of complete fucking nothingness from these guys, it's not exciting anymore. Then you have Dusty pleading with Cody backstage, and, that's it. The team is over and shit. And I didn't really feel it here. I did not feel the connection with the storyline. And this is brother versus brother. I should be fucking ecstatic that this matter. I should be, fucking dancing on the fucking table. I should get out of my car and fucking tap dance on the fucking roof, motherfuckers. But that ain't happening. Because, it's just, you can't just fucking beat these guys into the ground and make them look completely retarded, having matches against Adam Rose and bunnies and shit, and then expect us to take this fucking feud seriously. It's called fucking integrity. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, if I appear in this video and, I'm wearing a fucking bra and panties or something like that, and, some fucking guy, some fucking guy with a gimp mask or some shit's whacking me in the ass with a fucking paddle. Are you gonna take my, wrestling opinions seriously anymore? A lot of people don't take them seriously now. Well, fuck you! But, the thing is, needless to say, people are probably going to talk about that fucking, horrific shit more. They're going to be talking about the fucking gimp paddling me in the fucking ass. They ain't going to be talking about fucking wrestling. That's a problem. Well, I can't come here on YouTube and talk about wrestling without people commenting shit. And people are not going to forget about Cody Rhodes and Goldust the fucking wrestling Los Matadores and getting beat up by fucking tiny little bulls. Then you had Roman Reigns defeating Kane by countout, and whoa, bravo to the Reigns fans. What a great match here. What a strong guy. Roman Reigns is the future right here. The future, motherfuckers. Roman Reigns with a nice countdown victory, and it wasn't just the fucking finish that sucked. It was the fucking match between a guy who should be retired and a guy who shouldn't even be fucking wrestling. Well, let alone the main event of the biggest fucking professional wrestling show under the fucking sun. Had so many problems. Actually, the best part of this was Daniel Bryan on commentary. And go ahead, call me a Daniel Bryan dick sucker, but the thing is, Daniel Bryan, I actually like him on the mic. Call me a fanboy, but I think that Daniel Bryan, unlike Roman Reigns, he could actually complete a fucking sentence. He actually sounds intelligent when he talks. And he's not boring. He keeps the conversation going. He just sounds like a regular guy, but, he seems like the kind of guy that you'd like to grab a beer with. He might not be like Stone Cold. He might not be making me laugh every single fucking minute. The Rock with fucking, lullabies and fucking sing-along songs and shit like that, but hell, Daniel Bryan gets it done on the mic. He's not boring, and it was better than fucking seeing Roman Reigns land 1,000 fucking Superman punch in this match. Tell you that much. Then you had, Paige, fucking dressing up in one of the Rosebud's outfits as a fairy princess. Nikki Bella stole her clothes, some fucking old summer camp, gag here or some shit like that. Paige then wrestles Summer Rae in the outfit. She was supposed to look sexy and shit like that, but not really. It didn't. Fuck the glare! Stop it! Anyway, the shit is that, this was just stupid. Dressing like this is pointless. What was the meaning of it to have her dress like this? It was, it didn't do anything. It wasn't sexy. It wasn't fucking funny. It was dumb. Dumb motherfuckers. And then it was Seth Rollins and Dolph Ziggler. A pretty good promo here. Dolph Ziggler, the guy gets shit for his mic skills, but once again, ban Roman Reigns, and actually, making a decent claim for himself here once again. Dolph Ziggler does deserve a lot. He tries very, very fucking hard to entertain and put on good matches. So Dolph Ziggler, good promo here between him and Rollins. The back and forth was pretty good. Ziggler calling Seth Rollins a douche was pretty funny. I don't remember the last time I've heard that word used in a fucking wrestling promo, but pretty good. And the match, despite it being 5 minutes, was actually pretty much, all excitement. I hope they have a rematch at Fastlane, because give these guys like fucking 15 minutes, 12 minutes, even 10 minutes. And it could be a pretty fucking good match. You give these guys 10 minutes, I guarantee a 3-star quality match. The guys got chemistry. They were selling their moves in the 5 minutes. The match, J&J Security comes in, a cheap fucking finish, but it will probably lead to a match at Fastlane. So, a free fucking show nonetheless, so everybody will get to see it. And it will probably end up being a very good match. I'm actually looking forward to Fastlane. There's actually a lot of matches that I'm interested in watching. Believe it or not. Actually, a lot of, my favorite guys are actually wrestling in good matches. That are probably going to end up being pretty decent. Then you had Triple H and Ric Flair in a one-on-one promo. Flair comes out saying that he doesn't want Sting to, surprise Triple H. Triple H is getting too overconfident. He gets pissed off at Flair and pushes him straight on his ass. It was pretty fucking funny. And a good fucking segment. Triple H and Flair had some good back and forth. Triple H sounded like, Triple H, or more like McMahon talking about WCW and wanting to bury him because, he was in WCW and all that shit. So, it kind of made sense. It was almost like a work shoot promo of sorts. Reality era, right? So there you go. I like this segment, and, the match at Mania between Triple H and Sting, I can't really see it being a classic. But I know one thing about this. Sting will have an epic entrance, that's for one thing. That he's going to have a nice entrance. And, if anything, if the match sucks, at least he has a nice entrance. Then you had the Ascension. They were about to face some black guy and a white guy, and the black guy ended up being Darren Young. I was like, oh shit! I didn't even recognize Darren Young with the beard. I forgot he even worked for the fucking company. Before the match starts, Titus O'Neil runs out, and the primetime players are back together. Who the fuck cares? Who asked for this shit? I didn't even remember Darren Young worked for the company. They split these guys up, for 2 fucking years. Nobody does jack fucking shit with them, and now we're back to square one again. I'm sure they're gonna be really successful this time around. Well, this was so fucking random. And I heard that this match was set up on the pre-show, so nobody even fucking knew what the fuck this was all about. And that's pretty sad. I didn't even recognize Darren Young. I just thought he was some random fucking jobber. Then you had you had Bad News Barrett defeating Mizdow, a short nothing match. The Miz kept on calling Mizdow from ringside, and it was annoying. It wasn't even funny, him being annoying. He was just being fucking annoying. And I don't like being annoyed while I'm watching wrestling. This is fucking bullshit with the Miz. This is getting fucking tiresome between him and Mizdow. Just have Mizdow turn on him already. These fucking segments make me fucking nauseated. I can't, fucking sit. The Miz is such a fucking lame-ass character. The whole fucking thing between them, it's just so fucking worthless. And fucking Miz. I can't believe that I once liked this guy and supported him as being a WWE champion. This guy really is fucking shit. When all the glitz and glam is taken away and he's in the mid-card doing this shit, he just looks like fucking ass. I just have to say that right now. And then after the match, you had Dean Ambrose fucking zip-tying Barrett's hands around the turnbuckle post, and he forces him to sign the paper and the fucking contract. And this made me a bit uncomfortable. It really did. All jokes aside, tying the guy up around the post, this seemed a bit, extreme. Because, why the fuck did he need to do this? Tie him up and shit like that. I don't know why, but what was, Dean Ambrose is unstable and shit. What was stopping this motherfucker from pulling Barrett's tights down and fucking him in the fucking ass? It would have been the first public WWE rape. And I couldn't help it. Don't call me perverted or having a dirty mind, but, just look at this scene right here. Just imagine you're not a wrestling fan, and you flip to the USA Network and you see this shit. What the fuck are you gonna think? Or somebody in your house walks in as you're watching this. It does not look right. It just does not. Then you had Tyson Kidd and Natalya. Jimmy Uso and Naomi beat Tyson Kidd and Natalya in a fucking shit-ass short match. I think this tag match will probably be pretty good at the pay-per-view if they give it enough time. I think that Cesaro and Tyson Kidd could really fucking tear the house down. Two great wrestlers there. So, there you go again. I think the card's actually going to be pretty fucking entertaining unless they really fuck it up bad. Then in the main event, the Big Show beat Daniel Bryan by disqualification. Not one of Bryan's better matches, but it was bearable. Notice when Daniel Bryan faces the Big Show, as opposed to when Roman Reigns faced the Big Show, or Roman Reigns versus Kane. Even though the match was longer, the match with Roman Reigns and Kane was at a quicker pace. And still, Bryan and Big Show, somehow the match is better. I wonder why. And Roman Reigns runs and hits the spear on the Big Show. And then they brawl around the ring. And it was a pretty good way to end the show. A nice brawl between these guys. And overall, there was a lot of stuff to enjoy on this show. Just as much stuff as there was to hate. So this was like 50-50, really. That's the problem I have with fucking Raw. Even when there's good shit on it, there's tons of shit that fucking sucks as well. But, Flair and Triple H was a really good segment. The Bryan and Roman Reigns interactions were pretty entertaining. And, overall, I actually kind of feel a little bit excited. Like, Ambrose and Barrett's probably going to be good. Usos, Cesaro, and Kidd. Daniel Bryan will carry Roman Reigns to a good match. Ziggler and Rollins looks like it also might be booked. So overall, I gotta say, the only match that looks like it's gonna fucking suck dick is like Cena and Rusev. Other than that, everything else looks like it's gonna be pretty good. Pretty enjoyable to say the fucking least. So, yeah. Fastlane, stupid ass name for a pay-per-view. They should have just went back to No Way Out, but, hell. Pretty decent show. Not too bad, not too great, but fuck you gonna do? Anyway, Roman Reigns sucks. Damn right, all the way, motherfuckers. But, yeah. Not too shabby.